Hey, so I'm up a little early this morning. It's Monday morning, um, and I'm not up early. I'm actually up a little later than usual, but nobody else is up. So we have company over. I have a brother visiting from from the great state of Texas. So anyway, I thought maybe it'd be interesting to you. I don't know. I bought these cards at this card show this last week. And actually, even though I only got one new player, my plan is to put 5 different cards into the binder that I purchased, and actually one other one that I had already. And I didn't know, maybe it would interest people just to see kind of my process and things that I do. Part of it is just for the fun of it. Like I just enjoy kind of the the idea of the binder being a living project. So I just thought maybe I'd show that. Maybe it'd be interesting to you, maybe not, but it'll kind of give you a glimpse into my thought process as I'm trying to figure out not only what to purchase, but how it's going to fit into the project. So there might be other cards that I purchase that will end up in there, and frankly, some of the ones that I put in there today might end up not being in there in 6 months or 2 months or whatever. But for now, these are ones that are going in and will be part of my binder for at least a little while. So anyway, let me show you what I'm talking about. I think I found a better way to record when I'm working on a binder. So if it's hopefully it works. If it doesn't, well, you'll never see this. So, but at least if it works a little bit, you can kind of see what my process is and what's going on here. So let me get this set up and I'll show you what I'm talking. All right. So these are the 5 cards that I purchased this last at this last card show this last weekend that I'm wanting to put in, and then the 60 Mazeroski is the card that I had that I wanted to put in, and I'll show you how I'm able to make that happen, and then how I'll get these all in. I only have one new addition. That's the Yogi Berra. That's the only card. That's the only player that I didn't currently have. So let's just start. Well, let's start with the Ed Matthews and the Bill Mazeroski. At the last card show, I got my Stan Musial 60, and my problem is that I had to then make room for Stan Musial because I only allow myself three players per year, so I needed to get some more Ed Matthews cards or Mini Minoso, and I honestly had an easier time finding. I found some Minosos, but not from years that I could use, and so I did find a couple Matthews. I actually picked up a 56 and a 68, but anyway, we're going to use the 56. So this way, Mazeroski can go right back where he belongs. I'm very, very happy to be able to do that. And then we're going to put in right across the page, we're going to add the 56 Ed Matthews. So if you've never used these binders, they're actually kind of tough to get these taller cards in. They go, but you cannot use penny sleeves, and they're a little tight, but I don't mind them being a little bit tight in there. Let's see if we can get this in. There we go. So it was one of my early concerns is that I wasn't going to be able to fit these early 50s cards in, but they do go. They're just tight. All right. So if we flip over to the next page, I have to then take a Bill Mazeroski out since I already had a Mazer. Now I have one Mazeroski, only one card per player, but that's okay because that 65 slot frees a spot up for the Yogi Berra. That was just lucky is what that was. I had actually not, I couldn't remember which Mazeroski I had in there, because I have a few different playing days Mazeroskis. But then one of the things I like to do is if I only have one of a year, I kind of look for Hall of Famers that I could put in those slots that maybe I have full here, you know. So you can see I have 3 in the 68, and I got a new Aparicio from 63, which was a slot I only had 1 in. So I will take out my Louis Aparicio and slide him into this slot. Come on now, there we go. And then that puts 2 in that one, just gives a little bit more, and of course, just to make things a little more even, just for my own sake, I'll move that Ernie Banks over to the center slot. Then I got a new Cepeda, and I wasn't sure I was going to put this in, but it's a 69, and as you can see across the page, I have 3 70s, and I actually really like this Orlando Cepeda card anyway. I realize he doesn't have a hat on, and that bothers some people, but and then we get a flip over clear into the 2000s, because I picked up a Chipper Jones, and this Chipper Jones is a 2014. I'm sorry, a 2012. I don't know my years from the 2000s very much, but it's a 2012, and I currently don't have a card in the 2012 slot. So, any chance to get a new year, I was pleased with that. I also picked up a Beltray from that year, but I'm not going to use the Beltray currently, Adrian Beltray, because he is currently the only one in the 2015 slot. So anyway, then I need to take out my Chipper Jones from here, from the 2001 set. And anyway, so that's just kind of my process. I don't know if anybody has a whole lot of interest in this, but now those cards that I took out will all be put into top loaders and added to my box that I have my Hall of Famers in, except for the Mazeroski. He'll go into my Pirates binder. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching if you did, and we'll see you again next time.